First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
I really loved the movie and especially your part. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Are you happy about the movie?
Yeah, I'm extremely happy about the movie. We came a long way. This film is, I don't know if I came up with this definition, but it's a studio-generated script, which means in Hollywood, when films are made, they're usually made with scripts that have been written and rewritten over years by a writer by himself and mastered before they're even submitted into a studio, and definitely before they're greenlit. This movie was greenlit before it had a script, prior to the script being written, which is unusual. And it was written, the idea came from an article. It was greenlit off an article in Vibe magazine about this subculture. So that always, studio scripts in my mind always present a challenge, because you have to kind of, fast and furiously bring the script up to par. So a lot of the magic came on the set.
Why do you want to do this movie? What was your motivation?
I became excited about the film off a meeting with Rob Cohen, the director. And I liked the blueprint of the character, but the thing that sold me on the film was the idea of this one shot where the camera goes, in this racing scene where the camera goes through me, through my arm, through this clutch, in the engine and out the exhaust. And there's something mythological about it. It was like a half-man, half-horse creature kind of thing. It was very fascinating because it was like connecting the character to the thing he loves and his passion and his car and making it all one. I thought that was interesting. That's when I signed on.
And it looks great in the movie.
Yeah, it's a real fun.
Amazing.
Well, it surpassed anything he could have described. It was really a treat.
What was the most difficult scene to shoot? Did you a lot of stunts by yourself, or?
Well, there were different scenes. Scenes were difficult in different ways. The most exhausting scene was when I was trying to save the Vince character from the semi-truck. Because it was also the most dangerous scene, because because you couldn't use a stunt double, because it was all close-ups, and they had to catch the expression of this character really desperately trying to rescue his friend. So my whole torso was out of the car, and I barely was touching the gas pedal. I had one hand on the wheel, and my whole torso was out of the car, extended in a way that could almost tip a small car over like that. But, the first take I did, I realized that it was a really stupid and dangerous thing to do, but the weird thing about film is once you do it once, if people like it, you'll end up doing it 6, 7 more times. Therefore risking your life 6, 7 more times. I'm lucky to be here. I mean, if I died during that scene, you wouldn't be talking to me now.
Yeah, you're right. Let's talk about the message in the movie. I was very surprised by the ending, because your character leave the scene before the police showing up. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's a testament to the creation of that relationship between Brian and Dominic. you know, there was something very unique about that, the way that was done, because the dominant character, the character I play, is actually waiting for this moment. I mean, you know, waiting for the Brian character to follow him to this very nostalgic place, a place where he used to race before his father died and before his life changed. And he's taken Brian back to a place in time that he remembers, and shared that with Brian, and shared that the opportunity of racing. You know, gave Brian the opportunity of racing the king of the streets again, one final time before he parted, before he left, in a car that was his father's car that he was afraid of riding. Very kind of multi-layered, that ending scene. And so I think it's really that scene that, in some way, I don't know how to explain it, it's really that scene that makes the ending unique. Because we've seen, you know, I don't want to give away the ending, but I think it's that scene that makes the ending unique. And definitely that coupled with the ending.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And also the way it's, you know, its execution was all tied together in a way that is real, and we accept it as a reality. We accept that story as a reality. There wasn't anything false, because the ending was about answering, tying up that character relationship. That's what it was really about. It wasn't about it. It wasn't the director making any quick decisions and saying, let's do this and let's try to trick them in the end and do that. It was more about closure to this relationship that made sense. So, you know, it's really interesting. I probably shouldn't give away the ending, but
no, I'm not doing this.
Unless you want me to.
So my time is up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was very nice talking to you.